Hey guys, King Fishing Creek Outdoors here with another special video. If you read by the title, you're here for a couple specific reasons. There's no video on YouTube like this yet, and there's only a select few, not select, but a few that know about this. So, before I get started off on the video, I want to let you know that I am spoiling the Shimano 2016 reel, what they're coming out with for bait casting reels. So if you don't want to know yet, then stop watching the video now. Okay, if you're still with me, then you obviously want to see. So we'll get right into it. So basically, over the last couple days on Tackle Tour, a few topics have been brought out, including the new Curado 70, which is supposed to come out sometime this February. Along with that, there was a in the what do you want to call it? In the thing, it's the enthusiast thing. Yeah, that. The Tackle Tour enthusiast section, for people that like JDM stuff. But anyways, so obviously we have a new Curado 70 coming out. Pretty exciting. So basically, we'll go over that one first. Okay, so the Curado 70 is like the current Curado, but in a 70 size, so it's in between 150 size. So basically, you're getting between an Aldebaran and a Casitas. Well, I don't know if Shimano has a 100 size reel out right now. I don't know, but it's a 70 size, so it's going to hold a little bit more than the Aldebaran, and it's going to hold a little less than a Metanium or a Casitas, or if they have a 100 size reel out, it's going to hold less than that. So, this is the one that I know the most information about. It was leaked on Monster Fishing Tackle, and it immediately appeared on Tackle Tour, therefore sparking interest. But then a couple days later, Monster Fishing Tackle took the picture and details down. So we'll go over the details of that reel. So it's going to have 3 gear ratios: a 6, probably 3 or 5 to 1, a 7, 2 or 3 to 1, and an 8, 5 to 1 gear ratio. I think. I hope. It was an 8.5 or an 8.2. So that's a big deal. It's going to be like a cheaper Metanium, basically, which not as light and doesn't have micro-module gearing, but that's not the point. But yes, I don't have a weight, but it's going to be around 200, within $10, give or take. So yeah, it should be in most people's budget, a very good budget reel. I mean, I have Curado right here, so it has this same color as the main body. It doesn't have the silver. The top plate is the same color as the body, so it doesn't have the silver, and it says Curado on it, and it's really, really nice looking. Another thing is that all these reels have Hagani. Only the Stratic FK has it right now, in Twin Power and Stella. So those are the only reels that currently have Hygen, or Hagani, that's how you say it. I'll put a picture in, and maybe some of the gear ratios if I don't, excuse me, but here's the picture. Okay, so next on the list, there's a lot this year. Some of them are just updated, most of them are just updated. But this is a shoot-off for the Curado Eye. If you would rather import from Japan, they have the new Scorpion XT or 70. The Shimano XT, the Shimano Curado is either the 70 or the XT. Everything is the same with the Scorpion, as you should know, and I'll put a picture here. So basically all the specs were the same with the Scorpion, nothing more about that. But I love how they're doing black and red. I really like this, where they're going with this. Other than the Curado scheme, but the Scorpion is black and red. But anyway, on to the next one. So we have the Aldebaran BFS, which is pretty cool, but considering I just bought an Aldebaran, I don't know. But the thing is that I'm not disappointed that I bought this because this was on sale. Plus, it's not like they're discontinuing this model or anything. They're keeping this model. But these are just updated. So as you know, in Japan they have an Aldebaran BFS and they have a regular Aldebaran, and now they're bringing this Aldebaran in a BFS model. So that's pretty cool. Limited details. I don't know any gear ratios on the rest of these reels, or weight, or price point, or anything. But it has Hagani. It has a gold handle, and that's about the only difference, and the spool, and it's BFS. Cool reel. I don't know if I'll be getting one. I'm not that interested because, I mean, not that I BFS. I have a crap ton of money invested in spinning reels, so I don't need to. I mean, it's a cool technique. I mean, but if I really want to do it, I'll do it with this one right here because it can do it. That one just has a different spool, but you know, I'm not being I'm not trying to criticize. I think the BFS thing is cool, but I use a lot of tiny lures, so I don't know. But yeah, I will drop a picture in now. And these are the only pictures I have, guys. If I had more pictures of these reels, I would add them, but these are the only ones I've got. So here it is. Alright, so the next reel that we have after the Aldebaran BFS, as you saw, that one just looks like the Aldebaran with a gold handle on Hagani. I don't know if they're going to update the current model with Hagani, but who knows. Next we have the Metanium MGL. That's right, not the DC, not the the MGL. This one basically looks like a DC, but it's not. So, everything basically looks the same, except that it's not DC. And it's got some different printing on it, but, you know. I think it's pretty cool. I really hope they bring the price point down on this one because it really doesn't look like there's too much special about it. This one doesn't even have Hagani. It just has the classic Metanium micro module gearing. In most of these pictures, the side plates where the braking systems are excluded. The only thing it is pictures like this, as you've seen. So you really don't get to see anything. This one looks to be an 8.5, what I can see, because this one has it displayed like right here, for the gear ratio thing. But other than that, it looks like the current Metanium and the current DC Metanium cross, because on the one with the black top is really sloped, and the DC is really straight, and this one kind of goes in the middle. But it's pure silver. I mean, not that is exciting as like a reel like this, or that looks really cool, or red and black like a Chronarch or something like that. You know, I like their color schemes though, what they're going with. Except this Metanium. I mean, I'll still look into it because it doesn't have Hagani. I want to try out a micro module gearing, but there's some other ones down farther that you should keep with it to watch, because there are some other really cool ones. But anyways, I'll put a picture in here, and yeah. Alright, so next is a reel that I'm going to bring up, but I'm nowhere near as excited about this one as I am any of the other ones. It's the Antares DC. It looks pretty cool. They've really added some sharp angles like with their other reels. It's not as curvy and shiny. I mean, it's still kind of bland coloring, but it basically, I don't know the size of it at all. It really doesn't say. I can't read Japanese either because this is on a Japanese website. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think it's still a 200 size if that's what the current Antares is at, right? I don't pay attention to that reel. But yeah, I don't have much more to say about this one. I apologize for you guys that love Antares, but I personally not a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of all Shimanos, but I'm I'm not going to buy this one. But here's a picture. So this is where things start to get exciting. We have two not in detailed reels sitting side by side, and these are basically updated or these are the new ones, I'm guessing, because there's very little detailed, and they're not like the other ones where you had an updated Metanium, updated Antares, and another Curado added to the mix. These two look like two brand new reels. They're not just updating a line, which I prefer them to do, but adding a reel every once in a while is pretty cool. Especially when they added a whole ton in the last couple of years. Why not just update them for now? Everybody's satisfied with them, so why not just update them? So, I will start with what looks like, I really cannot zoom, actually I can. It looks to be a Casitas, but it's more of a Metanium black instead of that light color. And it has red on it like the Chronarch, and it's a darker black. And this is a 100 size Casitas, so now they'll have a 150 and 100 size. I don't know if they're changing the 150 to the same coloration as this one, but this one is in 100 size, so now they have a 100 size reel. So it looks a bit different than the current Casitas, and now they have a 150 and a 100. So just like the Curado, now they have a 200 and a 70. Not yet, but they technically do because Shimano has it and we don't yet. But anyway, so I will throw a picture of that in now. It really looks cool. Yeah, like I said, I don't have any details on these. I just have pictures and names. So this is called the 100 HG. So I'll throw a picture now. And finally, please stay with me for this one because this is the most exciting of them all in my opinion. I like the Casitas that they brought it down a little bit to reduce some weight and hopefully still keep it in the same budget range. Good power fishing reel, something for me that, you know, this is a specialty reel, it does things that these other reels can. But for something like that where you just need power fishing and stuff like that, like a spinnerbait or something, it's a good reel. Personally never fished with one, but from what I've heard, good little reels. So next we have the Shimano Still. This is a new reel. It's spelled Stille. Okay? And it's an XG. It basically looks like an Aldebaran with huge power grips, Hagani, and this really unique side plate design where the handle is. It's very cool looking. Now I'm imagining this one's going to weigh much heavier than the current Aldebaran, but it does look like it's going to weigh substantially more because the reel handles are ginormous. I think there's a lot more metal on the handle. And yeah, so, if you're looking for a light, pitching reel and stuff like that, obviously this one, and light stuff like that, but you're not going BFS, and you want something in the middle, this is it. But this one is a 100 size, so they have, the Metaniums are 150, Antares are 200, the Curado 70, and now they have two 100s into their lineup, and this one's the only new one that I've seen. This one I'm most interested in out of all of them. The Metanium's pretty cool, but, this one is much cooler in my opinion. It looks badass. I mean, it is crazy. I mean, it looks like the Aldebaran with a little darker black and a whole crap ton more red. So basically all the reels except the Antares and the Metanium are getting black and red. But the American Curado is getting the same Curado coloration, but the Scorpion is red and black, so, But anyway, I'm going to continue to talk about this one for a little bit, even though there's not much more to talk about. This is my absolute favorite reel and the one I'm most interested in out of all of them. So, yeah. Like I said, there's no other information. I just have names and sizes and pictures to go off of. I mean, there's no gear ratio on these because this style of reel doesn't seem to have a gear ratio attached to it. But it is called the Still, so if I hold it like this, well, this is a left, so that's a right. And that's on the same side, so. But I will put this picture up, and yeah. So here it is. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I really hope you found this information useful. If you're like me, who would want to know what they're coming out with so I can know, do I save my money or do I buy a current model and, unload my money on some stuff that I probably don't need rather than saving for these new reels that are coming out. So, yeah. The one that I'm most excited for is the Still or Steel or however you say it, the Shimano STILLE 100 XG. I don't know any gear ratios or weight or anything like that. I only know size and what they look like. So yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with everybody you know. Let the word get out there. I'm not trying to be like the guy who's like early release, but people like leaks, and I really hope this video gets a lot of views. Like, comment your opinions. I want a whole crap ton of comments down below. I want to know what you guys think. Want to know what you guys are excited for. Share it with people. Make sure everybody finds out. I'm not trying to be the bug who spreads everything, but get this video out there. Get people to know, and I want to get a whole crap ton of likes, comments, and everything like that. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Keep Fishing Creek Outdoors here, and that is the 2016 Shimano Bait casting lineup. Have fun with it. Oh, and I will have the links to where I got this information down below so you can go check it out. Make sure it's all legit, since some of you need confirmation for that, You don't trust me, that makes no sense. But the links are down in the description for the Curado 70 conversation on Tackle Tour, the conversation for the 2016 reels on Tackle Tour, and the link on TZ Lore, where I got all the pictures and information from. As well as check me out on Tackle Tour, Fishing Creek Outdoors, Instagram, Fishing Creek Outdoors, and yeah. And of course, leave a bunch of comments down below. I already said that, but yeah, links are in the description. Have a good